Hey guys, here's the setup video part of it. Now, after you have your flybarless 3-axis gyro system, I guess it's called, make sure you don't hook up your servos. You have to set those up first before you can hook those up. So leave the servos, all servos, unhooked. So before you go into this program, but I'm just showing you for video purposes. I'm just showing you because mine is, I already did mine. I did a lot of figuring out to do, and I finally figured it all out, and it seems to be working fine. So always after you're hooked up, transmitter on. Now my wires are hooked up, but there's no blades. So throttle hold. Take your helicopter, and this is the wire right here that comes with the package. It's just a USB cord that plugs into the gyro, and then you can plug that into a USB. So now turn on your power on your helicopter, hold it still. The lights will flash, and then status will be a solid red. That means it's ready. So you take your USB, plug that in to a port anywhere on your computer. That's the sound. Now Windows should find the drivers for you. The Windows found the drivers for me for this. Once that's all hooked up and ready to go, you go to your software. This you download from the site, like I said. You click on ZYX Assistant 1.1 EXE. Run that. Now, I hope you can see this, but I have a high resolution on my monitor. So this is what will come up. This is the program. So now all you got to do is find the COM. In this case mine is COM 4. Click on it. Click connect. Okay. Now at the bottom right hand corner you'll see it'll say connected, and then it'll say download parameters completely. Then you know you're connected. So from there this is your basic, your roll, agility, total gain, your pitch, your main rotor, roll, pitch, this is your agility and your gains, till, your left rate, right rate, total gain, level, altitude, trim, preset parameters. So you can have these, the default, or for 3D flight or whatever. Then you go to setup. And in here it'll tell you how to power on your stuff, and it gives you some examples. You want to make sure you click whatever you're running, if you're running electric or fuel. And then your receiver, this is where you have to select what do you have. It has a bunch of already Futaba and DSM, DSMX, so a bunch of Spectrum stuff. Mine is just a conventional receiver, so it shows you the wiring diagram, shows you how to hook it up, aux channel function, flight mode setting, and then monitor. So here you can use this to, as you can see, for my collective, if I push up it'll go up, down it'll go down, and the reason why it's staying at neutral is because my pitch curves is already set. Now you don't have to set your pitch curves and all that just yet, just so you can get all this set up right. But for me, I just have to click it on to idle up, and it'll give me the full up. So when you want to use your sub trim and your endpoints to make sure everything stops at minus 100 and 100. So when you're down, it's minus 100, up 100. Same thing for elevator. You want, when you push it, you want it to push forward and you want to pull it, you want it to pull back, and then neutral. Like I said, 100, 100. Now you have to use your channel reversing, and your, like I said, channel reversing, your sub trim, and your endpoints to do all this. See my aileron left, aileron right, elevator, pull, push. Now my idle up, you'll see aux channel, normal, and that's normal, and then that's idle up. You'll see that. And then for rudder is left, right, left, right, left, right. And like I said, just use all your trims and stuff to get all these set to 0 on when everything's at neutral. All your stuff should be at 0. And then it should stop at minus 100 and end at 100. So this is how you monitor. This is how you get all your channels set up properly. And then once you get all that done, you go to your mount, and then this is where you have to select however you mount it. And as you'll see mine, it's mounted on top, black part in, so the wires are facing out. And so I have this one mounting one clicked, and then whatever way you want to mount it, that's the way you'll click on it. And then swash plate, this is where I told you, because in my radio it's set on variable pitch, but this is where in the program you can set your swash type. So mine is a 120 CCPM because it's a 6 channel, so I click that. And then servos, this is the important part. This is where you select the type of servos you have. You have to check the specs on your servos, your swash plate servo types and your tail servo type. And then here, this is as well, if you're not getting your stuff proper when you're doing on your monitor, this is where you can reverse as well. Reverse your servo directions on the tail, and channel 1, 2, and 3. And then for trim, this is where you can set up this is where you can level your swash plate, because like I said, it doesn't have because I don't have it set on here, I can't get the swash AFR, so I can't set it into my radio. But here I can set it, and because you can see it's all set. Mine's already set. You can press up or down for your collective, and then your cyclic, left and right, and whatever, and then your tail servo trim. So this is where you'll level your swash plate. Get it as level as you can, and then yeah. So as you can see, because my endpoints where I end my my pitch curve, it won't let me go past half, so my blades will never go to negative, but they'll go to positive. And then so that'll tell you can set all that there. And then you got your travel. This allows you to set your travel distance on your aileron travels, your elevator travels, and your collective. So if you set this high, your collective will go move pretty good. The lower you set it, the less it'll move. So this is where you're going to set your blade pitch. This is what you use to set blade pitch once you get your digital pitch guide on there. And then your travel for your elevator and ailerons, like I said, and then your tail setting, limit A, limit B. And then, so yeah, that's where you'll set all that. And as far as advanced, I don't know too much about this. I won't get into that. It's main rotor, tail, and then it has governor. So yeah, and then you can upgrade it. Tells you what version, software, and all that. And then, like I said, your basic stuff, you can just set this to whatever you need to. And then, like I said, all your stuff is in here set up. This is how you're going to do everything. It only takes a few minutes. It says in the manual 3 up to 3 minutes. It's probably right if you know what you're doing. So there you go, guys. And then once you have everything set up, it'll keep saying, every time you set something, it'll program it automatically, and then it's set. And then once you have everything set, you can save it, save your configuration or load a configuration, whatever. And you can have any parameters set for 3D or whatever kind of flying you're doing. I won't be doing any 3D flying, just going to be doing scale. So once you have everything set and you're ready to go, just go to disconnect, it's disconnected, you can unplug your USB, unplug it from your gyro system, and you're good to go. And like I said, where mine is pretty set up, left aileron, right, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. So as you can see, mine's working fine. Pitch, and then like I said, for idle up, it'll move it more. Negative pitch, positive pitch. And that's my note for normal flying. Like I said, it doesn't let me go below, doesn't let me go to negative pitch too much, about 8 degrees or so, not even. So, and then you can test your gyro to make sure it's working. If you tilt it, it should compensate. It should try to compensate for you, because you can see it's moving. And then same thing with your tail. If I'm moving it back and forth, it'll compensate. So there, you know it's working. Everything is working. And then, like I said, status light will be red, and then when you switch to idle up, it'll turn blue and stay like that until you switch back to normal mode. Then it'll go back to red, and then that's it. So that's what I got for you guys. I'll give it a quick run up. There you go. Thanks for watching.